In New York at a hospice, Sam, a terminally ill cancer patient, lives with her service cat, Frodo. During a group circle, she shares what she has written, which basically says that everything is terrible. After the meeting, Ruben, a care worker, invites Sam to join other patients for an outing to a marionette show in the city. She agrees, but only if they get pizza from the city afterward. Sometime later, they arrive at the theater, where Sam meets a boy named Osa and his parents, Henry and Xena. During the show, Sam seems to enjoy it at first, but then gets upset and leaves with Frodo for a walk. When she returns, Ruben tells her they need to head back immediately because something is happening in the city and they can't get pizza. Sam becomes even more upset and has an argument with him before getting on the bus. Sam notices the other patients huddled at the back of the bus as they watch meteors falling from the sky. The impact knocks everyone down and fills the air with dust and debris, making it hard to see. Alien monsters start attacking the city, causing panic and chaos. When a meteor hits an ambulance, the explosion knocks Sam unconscious. Later, Sam wakes up to Henry covering her mouth and signaling her to stay quiet. She finds herself inside the theater with other survivors. Ruben sees her, runs over to hug her, and returns Frodo to her. They then hear military helicopters broadcasting a message, warning everyone to stay silent and hidden until help arrives. At that moment, Frodo runs off, and Sam and Ruben chase after him. The cat accidentally brushes against a bell, causing a creature to burst through the door. Sam quickly grabs Frodo and hides, but the creature comes dangerously close to finding Ruben. Fortunately, the military broadcasts divert the creature's attention and lead them away. Afterward, hearing the sound of bombing, Ruben, Henry, and Sam climb onto the roof, where they witness the military bombing and destroying the bridges, blocking all access in and out of the city. One of the survivors starts to panic and cries out. Henry tries to calm him down and slams his head against the wall, accidentally killing him. Later, Sam writes to Ruben saying that she's determined to go to Harlem to get pizza. Suddenly, the power goes out, and the backup generator starts running, making a loud noise. Ruben rushes to shut it off but gets his shirt caught on something, causing a small tear that makes just enough noise to attract a creature, which kills Ruben and leaves Sam terrified. In the morning, Sam takes Frodo and heads for Harlem. On the way, she meets two kids and gives them her candy. They overhear the military announcing that boats at the South Street seaport are evacuating survivors, as the creatures can't swim. People start leaving buildings to head to the evacuation point. Sam tells the children to follow the crowd and walks in the opposite direction. However, the noise from the large crowd attracts the creatures, leading them to attack and causing chaos. Sam is separated from Frodo and nearly gets trampled. She quickly hides under a car but almost gets crushed. Fortunately, she manages to escape and hides in an alley. Meanwhile, Frodo wanders the streets and encounters another survivor named Eric, who follows Frodo back to Sam. Sam tells Eric to move on, but he decides to stay with her. As it begins to rain heavily, the sound of the rain helps muffle their voices, allowing them to speak quietly. Sam urges Eric to go to the boats, but he is too scared to be alone, so Sam agrees to let him come with her and takes him back to her apartment. There, Eric learns that Sam's dad used to play the piano and that she is an acclaimed and published poet. The two let out cathartic screams every time the thunder strikes, finding some relief. The next day, Sam leaves with Frodo, but Eric finds her, and Sam reluctantly lets him tag along. Sam accidentally knocks over some books, attracting the creatures and forcing them to flee. They're chased through a building by the creatures. Eric throws a rock through a car window, setting off an alarm that distracts the creatures and allows them to escape into the subway. There, they encounter another creature and have to take a different path into the sewers where they find a sleeping creature. As they move forward, the water gets deeper. Eric has a panic attack and makes noise, waking the creature and causing it to start chasing them. They swim desperately towards the exit and manage to escape, while the creature ends up drowning. The two end up in a ruined church. Eric asks Sam what medication she needs and goes out alone to find it for her. While at the pharmacy, Frodo unexpectedly shows up, startling Eric. On his way back, Frodo runs off again, so Eric follows him to a construction site, where he discovers a group of creatures feeding. Eric climbs up to catch Frodo but accidentally makes a noise, drawing the attention of a creature. He remains silent until the creature leaves, then quickly grabs Frodo and returns to the church. Eric helps Sam with her pain medication, and she tells him that when she was a kid, her father used to take her to Patsy's for pizza after he played piano at a nearby jazz club. She hopes she can get one last pizza before she dies. The next day, Eric wants to fulfill Sam's wish, so they head to Harlem, only to find that Patsy's has burned down. They then visit the jazz club where Sam's father used to play piano. Eric asks Sam to stay there while he searches for another pizza place. When he returns with a box of pizza, writing Patsy's on it, Sam is deeply touched. The two enjoy the pizza, and Frodo helps himself to a slice as well. To cheer Sam up, Eric pretends to be a musician and invites her to join him in an imaginary performance, as if they were performing for an audience. Afterward, Sam gives her cardigan to Eric, and they see boats departing from the harbor, filled with survivors. Realizing that this is their last chance to escape, they decide to head in that direction. However, they notice creatures starting to gather along the shore. With no way to escape, Sam hands Frodo to Eric and tells him to run. She grabs a crowbar and begins smashing car windows to create noise and draw the creatures toward her, risking her life to give Eric and Frodo a chance to reach the boats. Henry sees them and shouts to stop the boat. As Eric makes his way toward the boats, he accidentally kicks a can, drawing the aliens back toward him. Just as they are about to catch him, he jumps into the water and swims toward the boat. Henry and the others pull him and Frodo aboard to safety. Later, Eric looks in his pocket and finds a note from Sam, asking him to take care of Frodo and thanking him for helping her live again. Meanwhile, Sam walks through the empty streets with her headphones on, listening to music. As she smiles, she unplugs her earphones, letting the music play loudly as a creature approaches from behind her.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our channel for more videos.